G'day punters, welcome to the mailbag preview show. We've got 3 races at Moonee Valley to get through. We'll touch base with girls up in Queensland at Eagle Farm as well, and we'll keep you up to date with the staking plan as per usual this spring. Jack Dickens, welcome. It's not quite feature racing at the Valley, but it's the Valley, so we're all excited about that, aren't we?
We love racing at the Valley, Peter. Excited.
Yes. And to start with, we're starting in race 8, which is the Carlyon over 1,000.
1,000-metre race, Peter, race 8, and it's the only 1,000-metre race for the day. They jump out of a little bit of a chute there for the 1,000 and the 955s, which you hear about all summer long on the Friday nights. They have the 955s, where they win a certain amount of cash. The Golden Tonsils, Terence, he'll be ripping and roaring all summer long, I hope. Anyway, 1,000-metre race, guys, as I was saying. Ancestry returns P Stokes and Poi. Speed demon, this thing. Absolute speed demon. 3 from 3 at the track. 3 from 5 at the distance. There's a lot of boxes as ticked. Express Pass for Nick Ryan. Nice horse, but gets back worse in midfield. Kilcarney Royale, we backed last start with Miss Albania, which was actually, Peter, the first of the $50 stakes for the previous shows of this new season. Miss Albania knocked off Kilcarney Royale. You'd assume Miss Albania is probably going to get more opportunity and be more suited here, jumping from a wide barrier, upgrading from Liam Reid into Miss J Carr, Pistols Girl. The form's right. Third up's a big tick. I just think it's slightly too short at the moment and expect it drifts. 2 horses I like here, and we're going to have $50 on each, is the 6, Ballistic Lover for Joey Pride. I think from barrier 2 with D Lane, this horse will lead or probably land in the coffin, which I think is going to be a suitable spot to be from the 1,000. Assume it's fit enough. Its race pattern should suit here. Look, it hasn't seen the Valley before, but it's got D Lane, it's got the inside draw, so it's going to get help cornering. It won't get sort of lost cornering, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And the other horse I like here, who loses E. Hennessy and ran second to Valaquenta, who's a pretty nice horse in Sydney, is number 4, Space Boy for G. Portelli, who's, as Roden keeps saying, is absolutely airborne. And Benny Mellum rides. Now, from barrier 4, a little bit like the previous horse, Ballistic Lover. I just think you got D Lane and Ben Mellum who can just control this race. They're going to get beautiful runs from those good draws. I reckon Miss Albania is going to look the winner for a fair way and crosses and goes very, very close to winning. And I think the same. I don't like the trials of Ancestry, so I'm happy to risk. And basically, because it's taking up such a large percentage of the market, we can back 2 horses. You could even entertain backing Miss Albania later on, closer to the jump. But $50 on number 4, Space Boy. $50 on number 6, Ballistic Lover. About $5.50 each, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, Ballistic Lover $5, Space Boy $5.50. Okay, that's race 8. We'll go back to race 2, which is a benchmark 84 over 1,200 metres. Sugartown's favourite at $3.80 from Malicorn at $4. Love Sensation at $5.
Spoke about this a little bit on the deep dive, I think. I wrote about it in that little thoughts thing we've started doing. I think this time of year you can start to focus on the better riders on Saturdays in Victoria. And you look at this race here, it's Mellum, Jai's So-So, Brett Preble, So-So, and J Carr. It's Mellum and J Carr. Malicorn first up for Laurie. Just watch the betting there. They know what they're doing. Sugartown gets blinkers first time. Has been blessed in run last 2, but will be completely blessed in run here from 4 with the blinkers on. There's not a lot of speed. I just think this is going to go so close to winning regardless of how sort of anything else does, just off its map, and it's at top with the blinkers on. This is sort of one of the only horses that's been running sort of consistently at the moment for D. O'Brien. I love the setup. I think the price right now, what did you quote?
$3.80 best available.
Skinny enough, probably 350 and above's a fair bet. We'll have 100 on, so we'll take 380, 100 at 380. But the subscribers to mine and Jacko stuff, we took sort of 450, I think, last night. So I expect it starts closer to $3 than $4.
Okay, as you said, Melicorn did win first up last prep, same track, same distance, but that was a benchmark 64. It obviously went through the grade, so to speak, but as you said, just watch and see with regards to the market.
Yeah, there's a softer race, beat Real Feeling. Like that, then it ran into Zesty Bell and got knocked off by Zesty Bell. Zesty Bell's been running around with Sugartown.
Yeah.
And Sugartown's been going a lot better than Zesty Bell, as we know, because we've backed Zesty Bell.
Sugartown, like it. Moonee Valley Race 3, benchmark 90 over 1,200 metres, corner pocket, favourite for Uncle Lindsay, 250, front page 370, ocular 550, double figures the rest.
Yeah, we watched the market big time with Lindsay's here. He's got 2. A few of his racing today, as we record at Warrnambool, haven't jumped yet. This is Thursday morning. He's incredibly soft in betting. So, I anticipate they do nothing today at Warrnambool, but we'll wait and see a little bit with what the market does here. I want to be with Ocular. Shay Eden and John McNeil have had 73 runners together at a strike rate of 20.5%, which is strong, very, very profitable, 51% profit on turnover, Pistol and Shane. I like Ocular here. I like the map from 4. Jai he can sit closer than you'd think, but even if you really penalise the map, I still have him as a bet. I think front page can take on both Mystery Shot and Corner Pocket. Even Innkeeper and Rock Tycoon, if they want, can be there or thereabouts. I anticipate there's good tempo here, and that suits Ocular.
Yeah.
So we'll have $50 though only on Ocular. So $50 at the 5, 50 was it, mate? At number 6, Ocular in race 3.
Yeah. All right, beautiful. I was just having a quick look to see if Ocular's been on the quick backup at any stage during its career, and by my 30-second look, doesn't look like it. But second up after a let-up.
Yeah, we'll see. So another tick to this horse. It settled 10th of 10 last week, where it was a big advantage to settle further forward of midfield at Caulfield last week.
Yep.
Second slip settled 1-1 in that race. It couldn't have done much more than it did. I don't mind Mellom off, Jai on. It's a much smaller field. It can settle a little bit closer, and it's a smaller field on Thursday. It could even get smaller come Saturday. So even if it settles sort of 7 of 7 here or 8 of 8, it'd be 4 pairs back, not 5 or 6.
All right, very good. That's a 50 on Ocular at 550. Shane.
So we've bet $250 this week.
Yes, indeed.
Well, 50 in the hole if nothing lobs.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm keeping it up to date right there. All right, Kels, run us through Eagle Farm for this coming Saturday.
Well, it looked like we're going to get fine weather. So the track should play similar. Now, I spoke about this in the review from the last meeting at Eagle Farm, whether there is a leader bias or whether, in fact, the horses are that average in these off-season meetings that where they land is where they finish because they're not good enough to run past each other. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Not good enough to run fast enough to get past the ones in front of them.
That
so
rail comfy.
Sorry?
That jumper looks pretty comfy.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's just a little bit light in colour, maybe.
Live and learn.
Where was I? Rail at 7 metres. That's where I was. So rail at 7 metres. So punting form data on track is very important at places like Eagle Farm. It's a unique track in Queensland. So first place that I stop is puntingform.com.au and look at the track and lane data and sort of try and anticipate where I think I want to be early in the day and then watch as the day unfolds and bet accordingly. There's also, it's a thing, right? So some horses go there, some don't. So trainers are sending the horses that go well there and don't send their horses elsewhere. Try and skip a week and go to Doomben, for example. So a couple of trainers in particular. Well, Steve Tregay will win anywhere, but he's got some good stats and good pot. John Gilmore's another trainer with not a big team, but his horses do handle the surface and run well there. So
Gilly.
they've got a couple of horses in on Saturday, which would be leading chances, and probably there'd be a winner or two between them, I think. Another interesting stat to look at, and it's not just a statistical thing. It's something that you pick up with your eye, and then you want to go and have a look at the data. So riders that ride the track well, Eagle Farm, long sweeping bend into a long straight. So you've got some jocks there that like to go quick early that are found wanting late. So and ride the track. So their horses basically can't lift their legs the last furlong, particularly with apprentices that want to go hard from the 600 and think they're pinching a break on the corner at Doomben when in fact they're completely exposed at the furlong and on empty. So there's a couple of those there. And one in particular, I know it's very small sample size, but Kyle Wilson Taylor's a young jock that's been getting a 3 kilo claim, that's been getting on some nice horses. He's only won the one race at Eagle Farm from 10 rides, but has been on some horses that should win. Average versus expected there on runners to winners based on the market is about 50%, which is terrible. Yep. Terrible. So a big negative pot there. Disclaimer there, obviously, is that small sample size, okay? So that it's just something to know because he loves to roll forward and kick away on the corner. Eagle Farm is a testing track and does expose horses in that sense. So race 3, and a kid that does ride well is Jaden Lloyd, who does ride Eagle Farm well. He's got a good strike rate there. Again, small sample size, but he seems to have a bit of patience and let them get through their gears and work home. And he sort of partners up here with John Gilmore, whose horses go well at Eagle Farm. In race 3, number 3, Dubai Tycoon. I'm not 100% convinced it's a full bet yet, but we'll have a half bet just to take a position because the key factors here are horse handles runs fine at Eagle Farm, was a good run behind Eloquently, who won 7 on the trot or 6 on the trot. Back to 1,200 suits, it just didn't quite finish off that last 100 strong enough at over 13 last time. Back to 12 suits, gets Jaden Lloyd, gets the claim, and more importantly, gets a really good map. He would land one off the fence. He's either going to be one or two pairs back, depending on tempo. A couple of horses in the market that I think will be trying to get forward might get cast here, and a chance to sort of really get confused. The jocks get confused on whether they go forward or back. So either way, I think this horse gets right map. The tempo will suit it because, as I said, one or three pairs back. There's no spoil really around that 420 quote, but it's a bet that you could take half a position now, and you watch the first couple of races at Eagle Farm and see as the day plays out. It's something that I've been doing mostly at Eagle Farm and Doomben on Wednesdays and Saturdays, like only small bets early and then watching the track and betting accordingly because we've seen some patterns emerge as the meeting goes on, and I expect Saturday will be very similar approach.
Okay, very good. So to recap for some early players, half a position there on Dubai Pride, race 3 Eagle Farm at $4.20. Dickens, you've got race 2 Sugartown, 100, 50 on Ocular in race 3, and 50 on Ballistic Leather and Space Boy in race 8. Dickens, are you muted?
Yeah, I was just
Yeah, just messing with me. All right, well, that's...
Sorry, Pete.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
I reckon I could beat Tiger Woods putting in my hallway, but fuck.
Are you sure you want
Getting
Tiger
pretty
in
boring
your hallway?
here.
Anyway.
Yeah, wouldn't want to go to the shops.
All right. Goodness gracious me. Go well, guys. I'll see you on Monday for the deep dive. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Get the Platinum Pack and bet with us every single day.